Hi Virgo, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, you know what I normally do then is pull out 4, 5, 6 tarot cards, kind of see what energy we're looking at. Are we looking at health or wealth or love, career, whatever, and then do some different oracle cards to clarify blocks, emotions, whatever stuff we're working on that we need to remove to move forward. So let's see what's going on with you Virgos right now. This is going to be for the last 2 weeks of January, which means that you are going to, this is going to be in the middle of this moon that's coming up. There's a whole lot of stuff coming up the last part of January. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it or dreading it, to be honest. So the 5 of Cups came up, which I guess the first thing is just like you're kind of numb. You're not excited about anything. You're not depressed about anything. You're just kind of, you know, that might be the weather. If you live in Indiana, that can do it to you. It might not make you completely depressed, but it certainly does not make you want to get out and do much either. What else is going on with the Virgos? We got the Temperance in reverse. So you're feeling a little out of balance about something. But I'm going to say it's a little out of balance because otherwise that 5 of Cups would be something different. I'm going to take that one, but I am not taking the rest of these. The 6 of Cups in reverse. All right. 10 of Pentacles in the upright. So that's work related. I feel like that one wants to come out. My goodness. All right. So 5 of Cups and the Temperance card in reverse. Then we've got the 6 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in the upright. And the 5 of Swords in reverse. So this makes me think that you're just feeling kind of ugh right now. And a little out of balance, maybe because normally you're in a pretty good mood and you're fairly creative most of the time, but right now I feel like you are not I don't know if I want to say happy. You're apathetic, I think is the word. You're just kind of blah. But you're not depressed. You're just kind of, it feels like you've quit caring about something. Okay, that makes some sense. That might be where this 10 of Pentacles comes in. And then the 5 of Swords in reverse is like you feel like you have lost your oomph for your job. And it's not stressing you out too bad, but you're not as excited as you used to be when you would go into work. And it's got you a little off kilter because you're kind of like going, ugh, if I feel like this for long, then I'm going to have to change jobs or I need to start getting excited about it. And so you've got some emotions that are kind of stressing you out. And you've started having some, I'm going to say negative thoughts about it. And it's concerning you. It feels like it's concerning you a little bit because I feel like you have liked your job for the most part. And you're kind of like, why all of a sudden do I not look forward to getting up in the morning? And why do I all of a sudden not look forward to going to work? What is missing? It's like, what's lacking now all of a sudden that used to be there? And so what has changed? Okay, so what has changed for you at work? Let's see. I'm going to do some emotions card and see if we can figure out what has changed for you at work. Because sometimes it's like inside something is different, but mentally you haven't quite figured it out. So you can do something about it. So you can make a forward movement to fix that. And I get that. I mean, I've been in that situation before with work and other things in life. And it's kind of like, something is off inside, but you just haven't quite figured out what is off. And if you are anything like me, you start moving kind of puzzle pieces around and you're like, okay, is it this new person at work that I don't like? Or is it this going on that I don't like? Or am I bored? Or am I more interested in doing this over here? And so let's just see what's going on. Why all of a sudden, when you used to be very happy at work, why all of a sudden are you feeling just kind of... That sounded like an alien. Sorry. All right. What kind of emotions are Virgos dealing with at work that they can at least kind of pull up and look at, and maybe that will solve some problems? Okay. You're feeling frustrated. And sometimes frustrated may just be an internal thing. Okay, so this is the first thing that's popping up. This is a guy that's sitting in traffic. So if you are someone that has to drive a long way to work, maybe that's starting to wear on you. It's like, oh my God, I can't do another hour drive in this traffic. And if my friend Claudine is watching this, I know you're laughing because you're like, no, that is not a problem. Because Zionsville is not a big place that you have a lot of traffic you got to go through. Powerless in the reverse position. I'm going to leave that up, and I'm going to leave encouraged in the reverse position. And then I'm picking these up. So you're not feeling completely powerless. Otherwise, that would be upright. But I'm trying to think, what's the opposite of powerless? Paralyzed, ineffective, weak. It feels to me at this point in time that you have recognized you're not being utilized for your full potential. And that is where some of the frustration is coming in at. It's kind of like, you've got lots of big ideas and they won't let you use it. Or you've given some ideas and they poo-poo it. And that is making you feel kind of aggravated and not as encouraged as you used to be, because it's like, they used to listen to my ideas and they used to like what I had to say. And I felt like I had something to give in my workplace, and that has changed. And it's probably changed because there's some new management or whatever that's come along, and it's just different than it used to be. Or maybe this person that you used to work with that you loved going in and you guys had a lot of fun working together, that person is gone now, and so it's just not as fun going into work as it used to be. What else we got? Discouraged in the reverse position. And again, it's not super discouraged, because otherwise it would be in the upright position, but it's just some negative feelings that you're working with right now, and you're just trying to kind of figure out what you can do to adjust them and change that. I got 4 that fell out here. I'm going to take this top one. Free in the reverse. All of these are coming up in the reverse position, and they're not all in the reverse position. So I don't know how that plays in. Let's see. Liberated, independent, unburdened. Maybe, okay, so maybe that's a case of they've given you more work and you're still being paid the same, and that's starting to wear on you too. It's kind of like, it just feels like you used to enjoy your job a lot, And now all of a sudden, it's just not nearly as fun. It's either not as fun or you don't enjoy the work as much. They've given you a new kind of work that they want you to do, and you're just kind of like, that's not what I'm trained for. And I don't like doing that. I'm better at doing this, but they moved me out of this position. So this is what I'm feeling for you guys right at the moment. Let's see what kind of blocks you guys might remove. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what kind of question to ask here that will be helpful. What kind of changes, all right, what kind of changes can Virgos do to change their perspective on this? And I feel like that is part of it, is changing your perspective. Okay, this is coming up. Commitment. Okay, so I feel like like you're committed to this job. You've been there for a long time. You aren't ready to leave yet, but you're not going to put up with just being semi-satisfied for long. So it's kind of like you're committed right now to figuring out what's not making you happy and then trying to figure out how to adjust that so you can get your happy back. I feel like that's what's going on here. It's kind of like, I know things are off. I'm going to figure out what's off so I can correct those, because I really don't want to leave. But I also don't want to stay in this meh mode for long. So you're making a commitment to make some changes. So what else can they do is, in order to change this, make some new friends is what I'm hearing. Make some new friends. There's somebody around there that can take the place of the person that you used to have a lot of fun with, that can bring some joy back into your work. You just haven't taken the time to go out and meet anybody. So if you work in a fairly big building or whatever with a lot of people, there's somebody there that can replace this person that you used to love going into work for. You just have to find them. And make friends with them and do whatever. Invite somebody out to lunch or something, and quit feeling sorry for yourself is what I'm hearing. Is, it's like, yes, things have changed, but you can change along with it and not compromise, which is basically what I was saying. Compromise and adjust a few things so you can kind of get your happy back. What else can they do to get their happy back? Release what used to be and just quit thinking about how it was, how it used to be this way, it used to be this way, it used to be this way. Well, that's the past and it's not there anymore. So you need to look at what's going on now and move forward. And the fall card came up. What can they do? What can they do to get their happy back? Fall. What does that have to do with it? I don't know. I'm going to have to keep going. What else can Virgo... That one wanted to come out. Healing. All right, that shows like your chakras are out of balance. So maybe that's something. I mean, I did say you were a little out of balance up at the beginning, and so maybe that is part of what the problem is your chakras are out of whack. And if you get your chakras back into whack, it'll kind of rebalance you, and that'll help get your happy back. I feel like one of your chakras is clogged, and that's affecting more things than you think it is. The flow, it's affecting your flow of joy. One more. Let's get one more for Virgos. What can they do to get their happy back? What's something else they can do to get their happy back? I'm going to take that one. Signs. Look for the signs Okay, so go throughout the day and think about things that you might be doing. I'm trying to think how to say this. There are things throughout the day that are going to pull you to the negative or pull you to the positive, and start paying attention to those. So when you notice that this emotion of negativity just kind of hit you out of left field, reevaluate what did that. What was you doing when that hit? And if you find yourself in a good mood, reevaluate that and what made you feel good again. You know, was it a conversation that you had with somebody? Was it a conversation with a customer? I mean, maybe there's a different position in this company that you still need to get to, and where you're at right now is just kind of a stopping point, and this apathy that you're feeling is kind of the universe's way to nudge you into your next phase of where you need to go. So I feel like this is just kind of a short stopping point for a little bit. This isn't something that you have to put up for long, have to put up with for long, or that you will put up with it for long. And again, I'm not saying you're miserable. I'm just saying you're feeling a little off, and you're like, yeah, I got to get this figured out, because I don't like not looking forward to work and not having fun at work and not enjoying whatever and whatever. So, and you bring your own fun. I mean, you know, pull up a joke of the day and share it with everybody when you get to work. Or do something that makes you happy outside of work and bring that in somehow. I don't know. I mean, there's lots of things people do outside of work, hobbies or something to talk about. You know, quit sitting in your cubicle or whatever, feeling sorry for yourself and thinking nobody wants to spend time with you, if that's what you're doing. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I don't know if that's what the problem is, but I'm going to do some sacred power, and then I think we're going to be finished. Is there anything else the universe would like to say to the Virgos about this situation that can help them move from just kind of blah to something more enjoyable? Anything else that you want to tell them? Like, I feel like they're just saying it's just a minor setback, a minor stall in the road. It's not anything serious and nothing to get all bent out of shape about. But when I see the bear, it always makes me think you need to take your power back. And you kind of lost that. You need to take your power back, and you need to take control of whether you have a good day or a bad day, and quit blaming it on your circumstances. That doesn't have anything to do with it. It's more about your internal dialogue that's going on, that's causing you to have not such great days. Is like I said, something kind of knocked you off kilter, and you need to just get back into your power and make your own happiness, I think, is what they're trying to say. It's going to change, but you are in charge of that change. So, you know, it won't change if you don't do anything about it. So it is, and they're like, and that's the truth. And that's true. You know, you are the one that's going to have to make things change. Nobody else is going to do it for you. All right. I think that's it for Virgos right now. Not anything serious, which is good, but just keep your pants on and figure out some fun things that can bring some more happy into your day in some way, shape, or form. And one, you'll be making yourself happier, and most likely you will be making people that you are working with happier too. So keep that in mind. It's not just about you. You're spreading a little love out into the world and helping the vibrations rise if you kind of start where you are and kind of try to make the energy around you happier, if that makes any sense. So, okay, this is the middle of January and the last 2 weeks. I guess I'll see you guys 1st of February. Thanks. Bye. Oh, and for those of you Virgos who are single, I'm working on some special Valentine's Day readings for those who are at home by themselves and are not happy about it. So keep an eye out for those. I'll probably be posting those a day or two before Valentine's Day. And if you are someone who has somebody you wish you were with on Valentine's Day and aren't, then I've got a whole section there of blocks that person could be working with right now that could be stopping you guys from being together. So one way or the other, my hope is to help you get through Valentine's Day if you are not in the situation you want to be in, which is most likely being with somebody. If you're like me, I mean, I spent many, many, many years by myself on Valentine's Day, and a lot of them crying myself to bed. So, or crying myself to sleep. So I feel for those of you who are single and don't want to be. I'll talk to you in a couple of weeks. Bye.